guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to get a job in Roblox. And by a job in Roblox, I pretty much mean there are lots of hotels, restaurants, and all other things to do in Roblox, and you can get jobs there. I work at a few of them, and I want to show you guys how to ace your application or interview and be able to get the job you want. So, let's go do it right now. So as you can see, we are on the Roblox website right now, and there are lots of groups that you can join to work a job at. So here are a few that I work at. I have a job at Bakey's, the hotels here, the clothing group here, and this resort and spa. So there's lots and lots of jobs to do. I pulled up a few that we can kind of go through and show you how to get a job. So I think that would be our first step. Find a place you want to work and that you will love. Like I said, there's restaurants, hotels, clothing stores. There's so many places you can work, and I think it really depends on what you want to do yourself. So I have 3 pulled up right here as examples. I have British Breakfast, Hilton Hotels, and Subway. So I'm thinking we're gonna send an application to one of these so I can show you the whole process and so that you can get the job that you want. So I think the one we'll send an application for will probably be British Breakfast. So the second step to making sure you can get your job is make sure that their applications are open. So you want to look right down here in the games tab right here, and you want to check if they have an application center. So we have the bakery, trainings, but we also have an application center. So this group only has an application center, but as you can see with Subway, they also have an interview center. Now an interview center is sort of different than an application center. It's not as instant, but you're talking to an actual person and you get promoted right away if you pass. The difference with an application center is that you just come here, fill out an application, and then someone will read it later. So you're not talking to a person like immediately, but you have to wait for your rank. So the third step right now would be to join the group. Most groups will make you join their group before they let you send an application, just to know you're dedicated. So we just joined the group right now, and we are now part of the British Breakfast group. So now, as you can see, we're able to play the application center and send in an application if we want to. So I'm going to play this one right now, and this is the number one thing we need to do. This is the most important, sending the application. So applications really vary on who you're trying to work for. An application would be totally different for, say, Hilton Hotels trying to be a receptionist to British Breakfast and trying to be a baker. It all really varies, but most of them are pretty much the same. You know, you just say what you're gonna do, so we're gonna be sending in an application for junior banker. So I'm just gonna hit apply right there. So guys, here's the most important part. It is the application. We are filling it out right now, and 3 things you want to be absolutely sure you have are a good reason to work there, good grammar, and good answers. So we're going to be filling it out right now. You want to make sure your grammar is very, very good, using capitals where they are needed, commas, periods, everything. You want to make sure, so like, if I type an answer right here, why do you want to work at British Breakfast? So let's think, why would you want to work here? Now the answers aren't as hard as they may seem. It may seem really hard, like, I don't know, good grammar, good reasons, you know, it's okay. We're gonna walk through the whole thing together and make sure that you can get the job that you want. Now make sure you write your own answers so they seem genuine, but really the answers are so easy if you just give it a few minutes and try hard. So the first question would be, why do you want to work at British Breakfast? So my reason would be that I love working jobs on Roblox and serving food. But you want to make sure your answer has really good grammar. So I don't just want to write, I want to work here because I like food. See, that wouldn't be a very good answer for this question, because as you can see, there's not really any grammar with it. It's not really a valid answer. A better answer would probably be, I would like to work here because I like serving people and having fun at jobs. See, that would be a better answer. It's a bit longer, it has a lot of grammar, it seems like it's a good answer to me. So we're gonna go to the next question. How active are you on a scale of 1 to 10? So the thing is, when they ask you for numbers like this, you know, how good are you at jobs, on a scale of 1 to 10, how active are you? I'd say it's better not just to put an answer like 10 and then just leave it, because I think that seems kind of bad. It doesn't seem like a full sentence. I like adding full sentences, and I don't like putting 10s on anything unless I am absolutely active all the time, because if I'm being truly honest, I'd say my activity is a 7 to 8 on Roblox. So my answer would be I am about a 7 to 8 right there. So I think that they will like your honesty on the answer. A 7 to 8 is still a pretty high number, as I am active on Roblox a lot, but I wouldn't call myself a 9 or a 10. So I think that that is good. Honesty is always gonna get you a job. It will always get you a job every time, as long as you have grammar and good answers. Honesty is great on applications. The next question will be, what do you rank your grammar on a scale of 1 to 10? So again, I'm just going to write my answer. I would rate my grammar, and I will say a good 9. So I'm going to say I would rate my grammar a good 9, because I think my grammar is good, but we've already gone over this question, so we'll move on. So here's a tough question. How can you benefit British breakfast? Now this question can seem tough to think of a good answer for, but you just got to think, what are your good skills that some people may not have? For me, I think that I am good at dealing with trollers, and I'm pretty nice to coworkers and stuff like that. So I put my answer, I have good experience with trollers, and I am good at working with my fellow coworkers. I also wrote in that I also have previous experience at other jobs, because I feel like that is a pro to me, that I have had jobs before. But do not be scared to send in an application if you haven't had a job before. Everyone starts at some point, so it's fine. I just added that because I have experience. Alright, here's a question that can sometimes be common on these types of applications. What would you do if there was a rude customer? Now, I don't want to write your guys' answers for you, but a good way to think about it is you don't want to be mean to them back, or that makes the troller more angry. So usually how I deal with rude customers is I'm nice to them. I kind of try and go along with them. Not completely, but if they're asking at a hotel for food, you tell them, oh, we don't have food, but can I give you a room? Usually that'll make the troller calm down and realize that you're not going to deal with them. But let me just write in my answer really quick. Alright, so here's my answer right here. It pretty much just repeats what I've already told you guys. You know, I would try and reason with them, and if they're trolling, I would just ask them to leave and maybe call a manager if they refuse. That's pretty much what the normal generic answer is for dealing with rude customers and trolls and stuff like that. So it's usually easy. You just gotta think of your own answers in your head. How did you find the group British Bakery? So this is an easy question. I found it through an advertisement, so I'll write that down really quick. I mean, this is really just what you guys found the group through, you know, whether it be this video or an advertisement or your friend telling you about it. This is just your own answer, so you guys don't really need my help on that one. Now the last question out of all of them is, do you have any previous experiences in cafe groups? If so, please list below. Really, this is your guys' personal experience. If this is your first application, you know, you would probably just write something like, no, I don't have any previous experience, but I'd like to get some experience in this cafe, something like that. So I'll just list the places really quick that I've worked before and just write them down, because I've worked places before, and let me just write those down really quick. Alright, so after I've listed all my previous experience, I'm just going to send the application, and pretty much that is it. It is uploaded, it is ready. Usually if you join the group about, you know, a few hours later, or maybe the next day if they're busy, it'll show you right in this little status symbol if it's been accepted or declined. Now, a little advice I have about an application is that you do not want to ask any of the managers about your application unless it hasn't been read for a long time. If you join the game right after your application was sent and go up to a manager and ask them, hey, when are you going to read my application? They are not going to like that and probably will not accept your application, because usually they want you to give them time to read it. They don't want to be pestered about it. They just want you to wait and see what happens. Now, I'd say if your application hasn't been read for like 5 days, a week, unless they told you that the application was going to be a long time before it would be read, I'd say maybe go and ask someone how long their usual waiting time is. So anyways guys, that is pretty much it. That is how I usually get a job on Roblox and join all these groups. So if you like this video and it helped you a lot, please leave in the comment section down below where you're maybe going to send an application to work and let me know if you get the job or not. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Maybe share it with your friends that also want to get a job and need some advice about it. And please subscribe if you have not, because we have great videos coming out in the future and you absolutely do not want to miss them. But anyways guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!